Hey guys, welcome back to Farm Wife Life. So today we have what should hopefully be the last blizzard of the year. And I swear to the good Lord, if there is another blizzard after this storm, I'm packing up the house, we're heading south. I might have to leave Alex if that's the case because I don't think he's gonna come with. So let's hope this is our last storm because Mama might lose it if we have another storm after this. Because I have already started my seedlings and I am ready to get in that greenhouse and get gardening. But clearly God has other plans because this winter storm's putting a little issue or problem in my plan here. So I thought I'd show you what I like to do when I know that there's a storm coming. So they're actually saying where we're at right now, it's up to, well, they say at least 12 inches of snow with the potential to get up to 2 feet of snow. So thinking there might be power outages, and just in case, I don't know about you guys, but I'm the type of person that I like to prepare for the worst. I don't know why, but I am just that way. So I'm making an easy supper. I'm cooking everything now, that way my kitchen's gonna be clean. I'm already doing laundry. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, it's lisa.farmwifelife. Follow me on Instagram because I have a poll going to see who cleans their house before a storm's coming. Shocker, a lot of you do like to prep your house before a storm's coming, just in case you do like to lose your power. I have my wood stove all ready to go. I'm gonna get that set up, get the house nice and warm in case we do lose the power. I do have a pork roast going, so we're gonna have pulled pork, and I'm gonna start making some buns, so we have fresh buns for our sandwiches. And then I like that because then I basically have my whole supper mess cleaned up before the storm's gonna hit. I think it's supposed to start at like 3 o'clock this afternoon, so, you know, give it a few hours in case we do lose power. I don't think it's gonna happen right away. So let's get the house cleaned up, let's get the yard taken care of. I think I'm gonna go grab some more wood and stack some wood in the garage for the wood stove because this storm's supposed to last like 3 days. So come along. I thought you guys might like to see what all we do here when we have big blizzards coming. Leave me a comment down below. What all do you do when you know that there's a big storm coming? So let's get going. Oh my goodness, how delicious does that look? Down to 3 big girls. That's a whole nother story for another day. Since we only have the 3 girls, they're pretty easy to prep for a storm. Food, water, they have fresh bedding, they should be good to go. Yep, I'm just gonna say it. This whole woodpile situation is kind of a mess. This was our first year with the wood stove, so hopefully this summer we can get a shelter built to stack this wood a little bit nicer for next winter. So I'm just gonna make sure, grab a few extra logs. I like to keep a small pile of wood in the garage so it's nice and dry. So we're just gonna top off the pile that we already have going in the garage. With another winter storm coming, I have my plants in my laundry room, so sorry family, laundry room is kind of taken over here by the crazy plant lady for a few days. Once the bread maker is done, I get set to making the rolls, getting them in the pan, getting them set to raise so we can have some fresh buns for supper. Side note, if anyone has not yet making their own bread and buns, I highly encourage it. Honestly, this bread maker, I know my mom found it for me at a garage sale. I want to say I paid her $5 for it. That is a really good investment for $5 to have a bread maker to make your own dough. So delicious and so worth it. Now normally when I'm making my rolls like this, before I get started rolling them out, I'll go and start my oven at 350 degrees that I cook them at. And by the time that I'm done with the pan, I'll go and turn off the oven to whatever temperature it made it to and just stick my pan in there to let the buns rise. However, in this case today, since I have my wood stove going, I actually like to just set the pan right in front of my wood stove. It's the exact same concept. It's nice and warm for the buns to raise right there in my own living room.
Okay, you got me. Is anyone else guilty of always stealing at least one of the buns when they come out of the oven? I mean, come on, a fresh warm bun with some butter on it? Delicious. I think my family's used to never seeing the full 12 in the pan, because there's always at least one missing. Now when I make my pulled pork sandwiches, I just like to leave the juices in the bottom of the crock pot and throw the meat back in on top. That way I can just mix it all together, and that way I don't have to deal with having to have a barbecue sauce. We like the juices and the seasonings just good enough that it's good to go the way it is. Here she is, the lovely Snow that we have been preparing for. I think I'm ready to pack my bags. I don't know about you guys, but I am over it at this point.
Alright, thanks guys. Thanks for coming along on my prep for the blizzard. It is 3:45. Alex went to town to go get the girls. The snow is just starting to really come down. Supper is already ready. I don't know if you can see I have the buns made. I have my pulled pork ready to go. I think I'm gonna whip up a little green bean casserole because I'm from the Midwest, and that is just what we eat in the Midwest, is a green bean casserole, and that is just a big comfort food meal prep for tonight for the blizzard. So I'm gonna get the kitchen cleaned up. Hopefully with all my prep today, it was done, and I don't need it to be because we're not gonna lose power with the storm, but that was a day of prepping for a big blizzard coming, and like I said before, hopefully this is the last blizzard for the year. So thanks for watching guys, see you next time.